Today, we will be working on focused meditation. Through focused meditation, there are three phases of the meditation. The first phase is where you pick a word and you say it over and over again in your mind. After this first phase, we move on to the second phase. In the second phase, you say the word and then you allow your brain to free associate. Free association is when the brain just pretty much goes on recess and it allows the brain to think about whatever it is it needs to think about. It could be any number of things. If this is your first time doing a focused meditation, you may decide to do things like during the open time, you may decide to think about synonyms or other things that are similar to the word in which you chose to focus on. You may then shift afterwards to antonyms and think about opposite words, which then may create images in your mind and allow your brain to just float freely for whatever it is it needs to think or visualize. And then the third phase of focus meditation is where you have to have something that is tangible, something that you could take a picture of, something that you could describe, something that you could hold on to, something that is very visual, that is an end of the sequence and signifies the end of that sequence. So now we're going to choose the word focused for today's focus meditation. Now we're going to move into phase one. I will give you the cue when to shift from different phases. As we shift into the first phase, you're going to just say the word over and over and over again in your mind. So for example, it would be focus, 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 focus. And your mind may wander to other things. You may think about other things that are in your mind or distracting you, and just come back to the word focused in your mind over and over again. Let's begin and think focused. Having nice deep breaths. Thinking the word focused, focus, focus, focused over and over again. Allow your body to relax. And just think the word focused. Now shift into phase two. Phase two is where you think the word focused and you just let your brain wander wherever it needs to go, whatever it needs to have. You may think about synonyms like focus, calm, controlled, organized, any number of things. Breathing in and out, letting your brain wander wherever it needs to go. And now we're going to shift into the third phase. This is where you think about the word until you have something tangible. Maybe focused as you watching something, paying attention, making eyes, locking eyes with somebody. When you have your image, you are complete. I recommend that each day you write down your word and your tangible item.